What's good, YouTube? Tiny Wave God coming at you with a story time. Let's just get into it, man. So, this being one of my first videos, one of my first story times, and the title being kind of extreme, I just wanted to say this shit don't happen to me all the time. It's probably the craziest story time y'all gonna hear from me because I'm not making shit up. Like, this actually happened, but thank God it hasn't happened ever again. So, before I start the story, let me set it up for y'all so you get a better understanding. Sorry about that. So you get a better understanding of how I got myself in this situation. So the first fact that y'all need to know is that my friend's dad, he's a rapper in Puerto Rico. Like, he's not famous right now because he's way beyond his time. Like, he was big in like '05. But yeah, he's a rapper and he still does shows and shit. But he just doesn't release music like that anymore. Second fact is that I don't really like to go to parties or clubs and that shit because just too many people looking for trouble. Like, it's not a good time. Like, everybody's just mean mugging you, trying to bring negativity into your life. Like, I'm not with that. Like, I'd rather just get with my friends and go to a more chill place and, like, I don't know, drink some, eat some, chill at someone's house. Like, that's more of my thing. But my friend, he likes to go to those places. So, third fact is that my friend, he used to live in this beachfront apartment in this street called Isla Verde. It's like that place is like basically South Beach to Miami. Well, Isla Verde to Puerto Rico. Like, that's the equivalent. It's not as big or as nice as South Beach, but it's the equivalent. So, fourth and last fact is that he was helping an upcoming rapper at the time that I listened to, and my friend knew that he was actually the one that showed me his songs, and I kind of liked it. He went hard. So we were chilling at the house, and his dad calls us and invites us to a show. My friend, he knows I never go, but he invited me and he said, like, hey, you never go to these places with me. Like, we always stay here. Because I used to stay at his house because he had a little setup and I would record his songs because I was into producing the music at the time. So he invited me. He's like we can record songs afterwards, but I just want you to know what it's like to actually make it. Like, we in here recording songs, but you haven't really gotten a taste of what it is to be an artist. And let me just say right off the bat, like, experiencing this shit, it completely changed my mind. I didn't view music as something I wanted to do with my life. Like, it was just a hobby after this experience. So I guess my friends, he regrets taking me there, but like, it was. I don't regret going there, even though I almost died. Like, I got a story out of it, didn't I? So my friend, he's trying to invite me. He's trying to persuade me. He's like, bro, you're young. Like, you gotta go out. Like, you gotta go out there and live. And I'm like, all right, shut up. Let's just go, man. So his dad has he has a driver come pick us up. But, like, this wasn't no Uber, no shit. Like, this is a private driver that was going to pick us up, and it felt like VIP. I felt like I was a famous person. It felt like I was the artist, basically. So when we was in the car, that's when the red flag started. Like, I asked my friend, like, where was the party gonna be at, and he told me, it's like the street called 65 Avenue. Like, it's a really dangerous place. Like, that's where most shootouts happen in here. Like, it's just a known known location for people to just fucking kill each other in this way. Like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I should have asked before I went, but I didn't really let it get to my head. Like, I was in the mindset that I wanted to enjoy this and not make it weird or anything. So, red flag number 2, he invited his other friend, and I've met this friend of his before, and this dude was like the type to claim that he killed people and shit, but everybody just know he's not about it. And, like, hanging out with him, it was just annoying as hell. Like, bro, I know you couldn't, like, you can't handle being slapped. Somebody slap you too hard, you probably fucking break your neck and die. Like, we know you're not hard like that. So when we get there, this is not really a red flag, but it was just something that I realized. I always thought that hanging out with a bunch of tough looking dudes around you made you feel like you was invincible. Like hanging out with security guards and shit just made you feel like nobody could touch you. But it was the complete opposite. Like when I got out of the car and these dudes walking around me, escorting me to this back alley of the club to enter around the back, I just started thinking like, why the fuck do we have to go with all these people? Like, what are they protecting us from? Like, shit could happen. But we finally reached the back of the club, and there's like my friend's dad, he's there. All his crew is there. The upcoming rapper I listen to, he's there. We met him. He was super cool, super chill. So once I got to know these people, like I felt relieved. Like all the stress just went away. Like I could finally enjoy myself. Like I knew that nobody was really looking for trouble at the moment. So it was finally time to get to the show. And we entered around the back. Like we entered around the back and we go to the VIP that was next to the stage. And when you get to the VIP, there's more people. Like they got a whole ass army for just one dude that's gonna sing. Like what the fuck? But yeah, like we go to the VIP. My friend, he gets a bottle of Black Label. So he gets a bottle of Black Label. We start drinking. We start singing the songs. Like we were just enjoying ourselves. And like once I get drunk, I just lose all that shit. Like all that worry, it goes away. And we were just enjoying the time. His dad was singing the songs. It was just a good show all around. Like people were singing the songs. And there's this rapper, he's currently on a wanted list, and he has a feature with my friends that I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not gonna expose myself, but the wanted rapper was actually there in the VIP. I didn't see him because obviously I wasn't gonna stare at the VIP, like the people around me, because I didn't know him, but he was there and I hadn't noticed. So my friends that all of a sudden he's like, everybody put your phones down, stop recording please. I was like, wait, what? Like why they gotta stop recording? Isn't that the point? Like you wanna get like more exposure on social media? But I just kept looking to see what he was gonna do. And the song that features the wanted rapper started playing. And the wanted rapper, he just starts walking to the stage and everybody just loses their shit. He starts singing his part. Everybody losing their shit, bro. Like nobody could believe that he was there at the moment. Like the people from that area, they know him, but it's not like he's a fucking really big rapper. Like he's pretty much unknown. So he starts singing his song, everything's going great. I knew the song, so we were enjoying it. You know, kept drinking, all that shit. And he's finally done with his verse, and my friend's dad, he starts acknowledging him. He's telling him all that shit like, oh, I appreciate you, thank you for being here, all that bullshit. The other dude says it's back, and all of a sudden, the wanted rapper, he looks at the crowd after saying like the shit back, and he's like, he calls out the rival gang that was there, cause it's just like the U.S., like it divides by gangs, and he called out the rival gang to the gang that he is. And he started shouting out the guys in the VIP. Bruh. When I tell you, I looked at my friend, I was like, bro, we gotta get the fuck away. Like something's gonna pop up. These dudes, he's taunting these dudes, and if they hear and they are not hanging out with no rapper, they're not here for good reasons. We gotta get the fuck out. So I'm trying not to panic. I'm looking at my friend. He's like, alright, let's try to leave, bro. We exit the VIP. We start walking to the back entrance where we got in from. And we're walking up. We're just pushing people trying to get out of the crowd. And they just jumping because this wanted rapper is singing one of his songs. And they don't really know what's going on besides us, because we kind of know who we with and who we not with, basically. So we're walking to the back entrance. The security guard, he's standing in front of the door, and we're like, hey, we're with my friend's dad. I'm not gonna say the name. We wanna get out. And he's like, no, I can't let you out because the Warner rapper's singing right now, and I can't risk it. Cause basically, since he didn't know us like that, he he didn't want to open up to the possibility of us being cops and trying to get him to open the door so they could raid the place. At this point, bro, I'm scared. Like I just thought that something was gonna go off at the moment, and like this place is packed. The doors are closed. Like we have no idea what could fucking happen. And he said, just wait until the guy is done with his song, and I'll open the door. So he finished, and we tell my friends that like what's happening. He goes to the security guard. He's like, "They with me, let's go." And his dad's crew, we all leave because he was done with his show, and there was another rapper gonna come and finish, like close it. So we go back to the backstage where we were when we first got there, and everybody's just chilling. Like everybody, like possibly they go through this shit every day. Like it's just normal for them. For me, it wasn't. I thought something was gonna go off. It didn't, thankfully. So now we're just chilling, and we're talking to the unknown rapper that I listened to, and he's like, "Your dad did a good show. Did y'all enjoy it?" And we're like, "Yeah, it was a good show." Um, we were just chilling. We were just kicking it back. Everybody's just talking to each other at the back. Like the show went good, and we're just enjoying our time. Like getting ready to leave. We're waiting for the drivers to get there so we can finally leave. So the driver finally arrives. There was like two cars, and the crew's divided into two, like into two cars, obviously. So my friend, his dad, like the rapper, he's like, hurry up. And everybody's just kind of rushing outside, but I was so drunk at the moment, I didn't really think much of it. I just kind of followed everybody. So we rushed outside, we got in our car. His dad is like, are the kids here? And we're like, yeah, we're here. And he tells the driver to go. This dude slammed the gas. Like we we left that place like as if somebody was following us, like as if it was being chased down by someone. But I didn't really think much of it. Like I said, I'm drunk as fuck. I just want to go home and sleep. So we get to the highway, and there's this old black Corolla. I remember it was a Corolla, and it had tints, and it was like a 2005 Corolla. He's kind of catching up to us, and I'm looking like back, and I see it, and nobody else looking at it. And my friend's like, what's up? And he looks back, and he's like, oh, you scared? And like, bruh, you asking me if I'm scared? Like, after all the shit we've been through, this car looks like it's following us. The driver is like going fucking 80 miles per hour. Hell yeah, I'm scared. So he's like, don't worry about it, nobody's following us. So I keep looking anyways until eventually we lose him. We're almost at the until eventually we lose him. We're almost at the apartment. Like finally I could relax. I just sat back, almost fell asleep. We get to the house. My friend's dad, he drops us up, and he's like, I'm gonna keep partying with the rest of them. Y'all stay here, please. And we're like, no problem. Like we just trying to get some sleep. We get to the apartment, like take a shower, brush my teeth, eat something. We're gonna go to sleep. Like we was definitely not gonna record today. Like I was tired as fuck. I've been through some shit in my mind because nothing really happened, but I had been through some shit. I was just gonna go to sleep. So we getting ready to go to sleep, and all of a sudden the phone rings, and my friend, he picks up the phone, and it was his dad. He puts it on speakerphone, and he's like, y'all alright? And he looked kind of worried, so we got worried. We're like, yeah, we're okay. Like, what happened? Turns out that the car that was following us, it actually caught up to the other car from the crew, and they actually stopped them, and they lit flashlights in their face with guns to see who the hell they were. But when they lit the flashlights in their car, they just said, "Oh, these is not the people," and then got back in the car and left. Bruh,